I'm from Battle Creek, Michigan.
I'm from Los Angeles, California.
I'm from Michigan, 40 minutes north of Ann Arbor.
I'm from Andover, Massachusetts.
Born in Puerto Rico, live in Arizona.
I am from Ada, Michigan, which is close to Grand Rapids.
I come from a family of entrepreneurs, so my great-grandparents were Armenian immigrants that came and started their own jewelry business, and it's a business that I've started working at. So it's been amazing working for something that your family has started, and I'm the type of person that wants to start something that they can call their own, and one day I hope to start my own business or join something that has a startup feel, because I think it's really cool to build something for the ground up and be proud of it.
I think I bring an unconventional approach to business. Like, I've always wanted to go back to my hometown of Flint and be catalyst for change there.
I thought that having an undergrad in business would help me get to those goals.
I think I just went to business school because, I saw the opportunities that there were within business, and I thought that was the best way to make an impact on the world.
My least favorite part is probably the competitive atmosphere. Like, I'm a very competitive person, but I don't like how it kind of puts you up against one another to put others down to make yourself be better with the curve.
It's intense. It's competitive. Students bring that. We don't.
Very competitive.
I really don't like the competitive environment. I think it's really not conducive to student success and to students' well-being.
I think it's really competitive. I think that everyone, is, whether they mean to or not, I think everyone's pushing each other to do the best they can, because everyone knows that if you're not at your best, someone's going to pass you, and you kind of want to make sure that you're not getting passed by other people.
It's like the other day I got called a Ross hole or something. Like, you automatically have this like perception like, oh, you're super bossy, you're super like this, you're super that, and it's just like not everyone's the same.
Do you think Ross supports diversity, and why?
I believe that they do, but there's still a lot of room for improvement, and this also kind of goes for how Ross handles diversity of gender too, not only race but also gender.
I'm not sure really if they support it that much. I feel like it's not really spoken about a lot, and sometimes you do have situations where you're the only girl in the group and you're like, okay guys, listen to me, like please, like listen to me, I have an idea. So it's kind of difficult, and I think they could be better at kind of like with the diversity in general.
Faculty is not diverse, and the student body is getting more diverse, but it's still not that diverse. And part of the reason is that I think that the socialization into certain disciplines in the university happens before people even get here. This isn't particular to Ross necessarily, or even particularly the University of Michigan. It's something that's true of pretty much all universities and in the United States, that there are some people, because of race or gender, or because of sexual orientation, feel that they don't have the space to speak up.
I feel like you have to try pretty hard to make sure your voice is heard.
Sometimes I do have to like repeat myself or speak up or really push something. Like, I remember there was this one thing that I repeated myself like 10 times to the point that they just gave up and listened to me, and I ended up being right.
I think definitely within group projects, I feel like I have the ability to make sure that whatever my point is gets across.
Like when I was in finance, I didn't have any hair. I was completely bald. And yes, it's easier to not have to shave my head every day, but another part of the reason why I have the hair is to represent the fact that I'm an African American, and that should help people feel a little bit safer, because I'm one of the groups that's not necessarily been a part of the academic world in a big way, and so by demonstrating more about that African American side of me, it may actually help people feel like they're able to display their voice a bit more.
Why do you think Ross did the ZLI challenge?
I felt like Ross was maybe trying to get itself into the media and trying to promote its image.
Oh my God. I'm still recovering from it, honestly. It was stressful, overwhelming. I didn't get any sleep, but at the same time, I feel like I got really close to my group members and kind of got to know everyone better, so that was nice.
But also, I felt like they were trying to really push us to be collaborative.
I thought it was a great experience. Like, I learned a lot, and I got really close with my group also, and we definitely could tell we were working for a change.
I think there's really been a huge push towards kind of showing us how we can make a positive impact, whether that's from one of our classes last year or to the ZLI Challenge. I think the ZLI Challenge shows that, you know what, just because you're students doesn't mean you can't come up with good ideas that can help make the world a better place.
But at the end of the day, I was really happy with what our group created.
What brought me to Ross really was the people. So.
To set me free, I saw the lights go down at the end of the scene. I saw the lights go down and standing in front of me.
The world is gray. We don't necessarily have lots of great answers for all those things, but our hope is that when we give you these different perspectives, these different cool tools, different toolkits, that we at least put you in a position to ask the right questions and try to figure out what those answers are.